Hello and welcome back to day 13 of our 90 days data analytics challenge. Today I'm going to go through day 13 and day 14 quickly because I want us to take a break tomorrow so we don't get burnout, right? And if you know that you don't want to take break, you want to keep the energy up, you can continue with day 15 tomorrow if you want, where I'd like you to take a break, reflect on the things we've talked about the past 14 days and try to revise on it before you move on to the next day. So let's get straight into the video. Today we are talking about Excel shortcuts that will save you time when you're working with data in Excel. So let's talk about why shortcuts matters. Like, why do you need to learn some of these shortcuts? It's because first, it boosts your speed and productivity, and you are less dependent on your mouse. You don't have to click the mouse every time. You can just use the keyboard to type your shortcut keys, and it's faster, and it also helps you look like a professional. That's basically the reasons. So let's start with some basic shortcuts that we have. Okay, so let's take, for example, I'm on cell A1, but I want to move to the last column here. I can hold Control down and the right arrow key on my keyboard. It's going to take me to the last column. If I want to go back, I can hold Control down and press the left arrow key. If I want to go to the last row in this data set, I can hold Control down and press the down arrow key. You can see we have 500 rows of data. If I want to go back up, Control and up arrow key. That's simple, right? So let's move to more complex ones. Okay, so let's say I want to select this column. Instead of coming here to select the column that I want to select, I can just do Control space to select that column, right? And if I want to select a particular row, let's say I want to select the entire row, I can just do Shift then space key. So you can see that selects the column and row. So Control space for the column, Shift space for the row. So if you want to select all the cell in this worksheet, you can do Control A to select all the cell in the worksheet. If you want to copy it, let's say we want to copy it, you can do Control C to copy. I know you're already familiar with that. Control C to copy. Let's say I want to paste it somewhere, I can do Control V to paste. Let's say I don't want to paste it again, I'll do Control Z to undo, to remove the paste I just did. Let's say I want to repaste it, or I want to just undo whatever I did. I made a mistake and I want it to go back to the normal way it is. I can do Control Y, so it pastes it back. Let's say we want to cut this. We want to like copy it, but we don't want it to still keep appearing. That we use Control X to cut, right? Okay, so if I want to expand these values, you can see this is showing hash, 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 hash. You can just click on this button right here and then double click on this line between A and B. It's going to spread the data out and you no longer see the hash, 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 hash anymore. So let's say you want to make this bold, select it and then you do Control B to make it bold. If you want to turn this to italics, you do Control I to make it like written in italics form. If you want to underline it, you can do Control U to underline. You can see it already underlined. Say we want to format this cell, we want to change the data type or just change the font and stuff, I can easily just do Control 1. It's going to open the format cell option for me, and I can change the data type to number, whatever data type. This is text, it is text. I can change it to text, and that instead of coming here, sometimes you forget whether it's in the home tab or is there or is there or is there. So that's why this shortcut key is like very, very easy. When you practice and use it often, you're gonna get used to it. Okay, so let's take, for example, I want to add currency format to this particular number. You're just gonna do Control Shift then the $sign on your keyboard, and it's going to add currency to it. So another one you can do is to add border. So you can see this is border right here in the country, in the column header, right? So let's say I want to add this border in between this Venezuela. I can select it, then do Control Shift and, all right? If I click out, you can see that the border is already added to it. Okay, so let's say I want to open this drop down. I can just hold Alt key and the down arrow key to open it up. You can see and you can check whatever. So for the part where you want to do data cleaning and you have to start opening it up one by one, you can just do Alt drop down, and then you're good. So let's say I want to paste what I copied here. I'm just going to hold Alt ESV. It's going to open my paste special button, and I can decide to paste as value, just like I said earlier. Let me just do this as value, and then we repeat that step. Yeah. And this transpose, we are still going to talk about it, but in case I forget to talk about it, what we use this transpose for is just that, let's say I have a data in form of column like this, and I want to change it to rows. I want it to be in this row format instead of being in this column format like this. So let's take this for example. Let's say I'm trying to change it from column is currently aligned in a column. I want it to be written in row, these names to be written in rows. All I'll do is select this first one. I'll do Alt E. Then while holding the Alt, I'm going to press S. It's going to open my paste special tab. In the tab, I'm going to click on transpose and I'll click OK. So it's going to, you see this Daniel Lisa is now in row format instead of the column format that it was before. Okay, so that's what the transpose will do. If you have a data in column format and you want to change it in this row format direction, then you can just use the transpose. Okay, so let's take, for example, we have some of our widths of our columns closely packed like this, and you want to auto fit it. What you'll do is just select the entire cell. I mentioned it the other time that if you want to select the data, you just do Control A to select the entire data. After selecting the entire data, then you do Alt HO, then I. It will auto fit the width of this data set. All right. So when we say Alt H, you can see it goes to the Home tab. If you're observant, you see right here the Alt H will go to the Home tab. Then if I say O, it's open this format right here, and then the I is to auto fit column width. That's just the shortcut. It's just instead of you looking for it one after the other, then it's easier to navigate when you are doing that. And also, if you join the paid community, there will be a list. I would create like over 100 or 100 list of shortcut keys that you can just maybe print out, or you can have somewhere beside your PC and keep using it till you get used to it, and it makes your work more efficient and faster. The one we finished now is for the column width. If you want to auto fit the row height, something like, let's say I expand this one like this and I want to auto fit it, click on the first one, do Control A to highlight everything. Then you can do Alt H O. So instead of I this time we are doing A because we want to, is the row height we are working with. If I do A, you can see the part where I expanded is now closed up. That's going to auto fit the row height basically. Right, so my challenge for you from today's tutorial is to open an Excel sheet. You select a range. Remember a range. You select a range. Try to apply border, bold headers, format it as currency using shortcuts. Do not use any long cuts of long process. Use shortcuts. In conclusions, shortcuts basically gives you speed plus professionalism. And if you practice like 3 to 5 daily, they become your second nature, right? And also you can combine these shortcuts for amazing and smooth moves while working in Excel. So you can take a break tomorrow. I'm gonna start by day 15, where we are basically going to talk about pivot tables. We'll understand pivot table basics. I wish you a happy holiday tomorrow. Enjoy yourself and have fun. Remember to pick up your notes to revise everything we've said in the last 14 days. I can't wait to see you next tomorrow. Bye for now.